Ballet Manila in Fisher Mall in Quezon City, and we'll try some ballet, yoga ballet workout. And this our teacher will be Miss Macuja, so
from the tip of my left hand to the tip of my right hand, from my shoulder all the way down to my supporting leg, from my hand, tip of my finger to the tip of my toes. That line should be nice to look at. Now what happens if, for example, I do not turn out and I try to lift the same leg in a first arrest? Already, I cannot lift the leg higher than 20 degrees. Okay, that's one. Now, what happens if my back is not that strong or developed? I collapse it a little bit. I'm turned in, I collapse, and maybe because my teacher didn't tell me to stretch my foot properly and bring my heels forward and toes back when I point my toes, I'm sinking a little bit because my heel is back and my toes are forward, which is not supposed to be done in classical ballet. So I cannot really lift my leg higher. I'm turned in and my foot is sickled. So what happens, maybe also in the effort, I'm lifting my shoulders a bit because of the tension. What happens to the line that my body creates in space? It becomes, in a word, ugly. So that's what ballet dancers do, basically, and what all dancers do. They follow a series of combinations of exercises that begins on the floor, progresses to holding the bar. That's spelled B-A-R-R-E. Yes. Yeah, you can't get any margaritas there from that bar. Holding with one hand on the bar for balance and strengthening. And then it progresses to the center. And in the center, we have a different development of the exercises. We start with so remember that position that we did while lying down and while sitting down? We're now going to do it standing up. It is called grand plie in first position. Yes? So, while holding the bar, we rotate our right leg 90 degrees to the right, rotate the left leg 90 degrees to the left. We're going to do a plie, which means to bend in French. Yes? When we plie, it's very important to keep the rectangle, the hip and the shoulder, keep it as flat as you can. Yes? And the knees have to be over the toes. So if you are not very turned out, I think it would be better to not do a 90 degrees, but to comfortably stand with your heels forward, toes back. Because when you bend your knees have to be over the toes, not tracking forward and not tracking back. Yes? So let's start with a demi-plie or a half plie. No music first. We go bend the knees, keeping the rectangle. So that means, yes, you have to be straight as you can. And we stretch the knees, keeping the rectangle. Okay, again, if you're like this and you bend, that's wrong. The body has to be as flat as you can. You will feel it here. Yes, you will feel it in the in the butt. Okay, we bend our knees, keeping the rectangle, keeping the stomach in, and we straighten the knees. Good. Now we're going to try for that position that we did earlier while seated down. We bend And we go lower, and we go lower. We have to lift the heels because we're going lower. We bring the heels down, and then bring the heels down, and then we stretch. That was just grand plie, okay? Now, don't lift your heels on purpose. We bend our knees and we go down so low that our heels lift off the ground. And then we bring our heels down as we recover, pushing and extending, okay? If you did it properly already, you will feel the thighs, the stomach, everything working, yeah? Please try as much as possible not to hang on the bar. Yes, we are holding on, but not hanging on the bar. Yes, I used to do that though when I was a little kid. Yes. Okay, so try to just tap the bar as lightly as possible. We're not gripping it, we're not hanging it. Music, please say music. Marcos? Keep the rectangle, keep the stomach in. Demi-plie, bend the knees. Good. Now straighten the knees. Good. Okay. We're going to go all the way down. Bend the knees. All the way down. Now push the floor. Keep the rectangle. Keep your body straight. Good. Wow. One more time. Bend the knees. Two. Don't lift the heel. Don't lift the heel first. Straighten it up. Good. Keeping the straight backs. We're gonna bend the knees all the way down.